It's not you, it's me.
The one that's done it.
You're here.
Supper's over. You're me, mate.
It's time!
Get out of my head! Wolf! Wolf!
Can't we just agree to disagree? Oh, God. That smells awful in there.
Come down and sing for me, and I'll see how good you are, and I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. I sang the rival now, and he left the room at once. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months.
Well, that's terribly romantic, isn't it? They have each other until the end. Oh, that's a bit risky. Look what happened to Goldilocks. It occurs to me that the locals may not be all that welcoming. Oh dear, let's try not to get... Hello? Anyone out there?
Christ almighty! Are you a tourist? You're dressed like one.
Shit.
Slumming it, are we? Must be nice to have a closet.
Over here! Over here! Do you want to get thrashed? Come in! Come in! God, you're new here, aren't you? From the parade?
Yes. Well, how could you tell?
Yeah. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return you'll give me your socks.
Well, that's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Why are they so angry?
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent wellies who drove them out of their homes in the village. And now we're all cold and tired and starving to death. You better get a nice sharp rock and rip that to shreds.
My uncle gave this to me for Christmas.
Or they'll rip you to shreds.
Shit. I hadn't thought there would be so many.
Yeah, it's like the latest groovy nightclub, isn't it? People get a bad batch of joy, and it like flips a switch, and they can't take joy anymore. So they get chased out of the village. Been a lot of bad batches lately.
So what happens if I rip up my suit? They invite me over for tea and biscuits.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you. Or go up and punch someone in the nose. Now you can survive the next 5 minutes. Cheerio!
They have...
A safe. I suppose if there's something valuable in this house, it ought to be in here.
Mind your contacts. Oh, there's a big one we don't mention, isn't there?
I lied for you today at 4:15.
That's not good, Percy. You're rubbish at lying.
I was a good lie today.
Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle,
Mrs. Boyle came here?
her face was all red, and her voice was like Mum when she's angry. And I thought that you would ask me why she's angry.
Why was she angry?
I decided that she was angry because you were up in the tree next to Sally Boyle's bedroom window last night at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, bloody hell. What exactly did he say?
I told her that I was in the tree.
Oh, Percy, that's very bad.
No, Arthur, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
You didn't have to do that.
She told me not to do it again, so I promised I wouldn't.
Thank you.
I love you, Arthur.
I love you too.
They could have taken them, but they didn't have to.
I don't think my suit is decent anymore. I could wear it around the garden district, but proper folk will have me. It works. I feel loads better. Percy was never wrong about a thing like that.
I suppose he's just another rotten downer like us.
Welcome to the bloody garden district.
What a waste of time. Berries. They grow all over the garden district, don't they? I guess I can eat these till I run across a pub. A crib. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. When was the last time there was a baby in Wellington, Wales? old toy tea set. Funny, Percy never played with toys. He didn't like anything that wasn't really the thing it was supposed to be. Locked. Aha, but I remember how to make a lockpick. I got your medals.
Thank you. You don't know what these mean to me. To know that some of us fought. To know that I fought. You're probably too young to remember. We stood tall in those days. In 42, we threw them back into sea. Then they came back in 43. It weren't the same.
I hate to be a bother, but the card to get across the bridge?
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. Forgive an old man his memories. Well, good luck.
I've got this key card, and I can power up the gate with the power cell. I guess I'm ready to cross the bridge. A water pump. Nice. There's a few more in the Garden District, aren't there? I ought to fill up a canteen or two, shouldn't I? Bloody hell, I'd forgotten about the revolvers. If I go through without taking my joy, I'm gonna get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out. Oh dear. One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station. This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared. Or maybe just so tired. So we hanged them. To encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now. I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell out of town. No, I just need to find the train station. I want to be able to see it from a distance.
We used to have gardens.
Strange.
And here we are. Still. The tracks go from... I wonder if Prue made it this far. I wonder why Mr. Kite sent her to the Garden District at all. She could have just popped over the bridge from the station at Apple Hole.
What are we going to do if there isn't food? Will you shut it? I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look up your board bags, I'll piss in your corpses.
We're coming for you, you greedy bastard!
Go eat a banger, you leaky scunner!
You're done hoarding all the V-meat! Sleep! Dream!
Oh, please don't struggle. Sorry to bother.
Who's gonna clean that up? Well, you're not my problem, I guess.
get...
Oh, please just lie down.
Well...
It's better this way. How do I get down to the tracks?
It's nothing personal. Sorry to bother.
You can't kill all of us.
Do we really have to do this?
Ah, that's how I get down. Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells. I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut, Arthur, and not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
I'd go with him.
And you are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
Please, no! He can't take care of himself.
Bloody Bobby. I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. Bloody hell, I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. So much for walking down the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. What the fuck do I do now?
Oh, look! It's a little lost lamb. Where's Bo Peep? Eating her curds away, I bet. That's little Miss Muppet, you muppet. Can we pound him now? Yep. Oh, God, the God. Don't leave me, man. Don't leave me. Oh, God, there. You're here. No, you're here. Hard to get, are we? No, you're here. No, you're here. That ain't hard to get, are we? I won't slip you out. Your feet meat! You're all feet meat! They're not coming back! They're never coming back! It a victory! We've come to the end of our time! A victory when you win! We've come to the end of our time! You're B-meat! You're all B-meat! Dream! You can't just call it a victory. A victory's when you win. You're not a ghost! Fly with a paper mache! 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 Don't eat me, mate! Don't eat it! That's just twist the truth around the Guardians! Who will guard them? They're not coming back. Fuck off, Ho! They're never coming back! Try! Sleep!
Your B-mates! Supper's over! Wolf! Your B-mates! You're all B-mates! Playing hard to get, are we?
Don't be almost slip.
Who will guard the Guardians? Huh?
Sick, aren't you?
It's not personal. Please don't make a fuss. Bloody hell. That's Ollie. Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
You won't get me! You won't get me, you bastard!
Ollie! No! It's Arthur!
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You've gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone, they took him away!
Ollie, no! They
You're
didn't!
lying! You're a wastrel!
Ollie, it's Arthur!
Well, why didn't you say that before? Oh my God, Artie. Little Artie.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Watch your mouth, laddie. What would your mum think? I thought they took you away.
No, they had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not. No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember now. You came back. From the station. The only one.
You don't think they hurt him? Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure we stay quiet. And we did. Spot of tea?
That's very kind of you. I'm not thirsty.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
I have to find him.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
Not really. I know I have to get out of Wellington Wells. I thought I could take the train tracks to the bridge.
Aye. The only way to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade. You could stay here. Remember when you and Sally used to stay with me? But it's young Artie. Meg, you remember Artie, don't you? No room at the inn for young Artie? No. You're right. You're always right. Sorry. Margaret says it's best if I keep to myself.
Oh. Sorry to bother.
But Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you go in under the wire?
There's a thing I need from their warehouse. If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed?
Don't be a great girl's blouse! I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a good night's sleep. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? I don't actually know the way out, you know. This won't take a minute. Oh.
Gave him a fire, and made him lie down and rest on it, while the woodcut went his wife took him to the forest.
Now, you two bloody listen to me, all right? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ. Elephants, very gentle creatures most of the time, and they get along just fine with their man who right. But, Harry Lee, you have to chain him up. This one, they got loose, and his moan went chasing off in exactly the wrong direction. And the elephant runs into the market and starts eating peaches. And the coolie tries to stop him. And the elephant steps on him to some over. Mashes him right into the mud.
You can't go on it.
They said I could.
Well, of course the Germans said you could go on it. I'm saying you can't.
I've never been on a battleship.
But that's not the point. We hate the Germans, and that battleship is part of the reason the Germans are our lords and masters right now. Do you remember when they came over in all the little boats?
Do you mean in 1942 or in 1943?
Do you want people to spit on Mum when she goes to the market?
She doesn't go to the market. Since 1945.
But look, this is just one of those things. I can't explain every single detail of everything to you.
Are you mad at me?
I'm not.
You're not?
I mean, yes, I am mad. I was mad, but now I'm not. Look, please don't go on the Bismarck. It will get you into trouble, which means I'll then be in trouble.
Alright.
You won't go?
I couldn't go without you, anyway.
For once, that's a relief.
So the seaboys come running up to this general. Only then he was larger and say, "You must come shoot this elephant." So he takes his hunting rifle and he goes down to the market. Only now the elephant isn't in the market anymore. It's in a field eating leaves. It's calm as never mind. So there's no cause to shoot it anymore. And by now the mood's come back and he's screaming and jabbering about, "Oh, please don't shoot my elephant." You see, he's grown up with that elephant. He's all right. And he don't know how to do any other job except sit on that elephant and tell it to pick up a log and carry it over there. But the elephant's taking the life of a man, you see. A coolie, but a man. And the mood's crying and jabbering and cool as a summer breeze. The general chambers around, puts it right through the elephant's heart. And the wind just goes out of it. It just kneels down and sighs. And all the villagers are running to get their knives because it's free meat. Now see, that's a man would have trembled at the thought of shooting an elephant that's just calmly standing there eating leaves. He might want to start. Some civilian in Burma had to shoot a rogue elephant and he had to practically empty a whole magazine into the poor thing, and it was half an hour at a time. But the general makes tough choices. So don't you armchair generals tell me what you would have done. Just follow orders and we'll win the next war. The general's promised, all right? No fucking civilians! I have to kill you now.
Christ, I better not let anyone see me out of uniform. Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence, inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then, sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The General keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the General's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge. Ollie said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate. Just relax. Don't question it.
That's all of it. Dear God, I hope so. Where'd he go? I think someone pinched him. Sneaky bastard.
I've always liked you, actually.
I think so.
Attention all personnel, please remember to boil all water this week. There have been some issues with the pipes. You may want to take an extra joy or two as boiling may break it down.
Very good.
This won't hurt a bit.
Attention all personnel. Tonight's movie will be King Arthur Was a Gentleman, starring the hilarious Ronald Shiner and Arthur Askey. Don't miss this uproarious comedy. Attention all personnel.
Mr. Jerry's, please, let it be there. Oh, this is so exciting! Grenade! Spot! We beat you once, we'll beat you again!
Back for more punishment! Go back to Germany, you swine!
We're under attack!
Hit the dirt!
We're under attack!
For England and St. George!
Stop it! It's finally stopped!
They're bombing us again!
Come on! Another beating! Stop! On me!
They're here! They're back!
Jerry! For England and St. George! Hit the dirt!
What if I'm sleeping and this is more night there? Well, it's for knocking down my blocks in kindergarten.
My back is killing me. It's not my turn. The fuck? What's that? Who goes there? Who's there? Amazing camouflage. My eyesight isn't that bad. Look! A Jerry!
Oh, please don't struggle.
They're bombing us again! Well, that one got away.
Please just lie down.
All right, here goes. Papier-mâché. We took all the kids to the train station. We sent them off to Germany because of papier-mâché.
Attention all personnel. If you find any plague mushrooms inside the camp, please notify Corporal Ramsbottom so they can be eradicated safely.
Now's the time to endure, as they say. I wouldn't say that where the Sarge could hear you. I'd polish my boots one more time. I'm gonna end up with... Stay for it, sir. Righto, sir.
Oh, it's better this way.
Attention all personnel. Soldiers found drunk on duty will be given 30 days in the brig. Soldiers found trafficking in contraband will be court-martialed and dishonorably discharged from the Home Army. Attention all personnel.
Look, it's not you, it's me.
All personnel, report to your counter-infiltration stations. This is
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
personnel, there is an intruder in the camp. All personnel, report to your counter-infiltration stations. This is not a drill.
Oh, I can't go, Percy. I feel terrible. I keep wanting to throw up, but I never quite can.
But we're supposed to tell... We're supposed to tell the scouts about the plants across the river.
Actually, you're supposed to tell the scouts while I nod sagely.
I can't hear you.
You're not sick, Percy. Just go and tell the scouts about the plants.
I can't talk to them.
Do you think they're going to be nasty to you without me?
No.
Well, I'm vomiting.
I want to make my brother some tea.
Are you going to just not show up? Alright, look, I'll phone them. Just remember to turn the flame off this time. Alright?
Put that back! Who's on guard duty? There's a...
Attention all personnel. The intruder should be captured alive if possible. It is not necessary to capture him unharmed.
This won't take a minute.
We beat you once, we'll beat you again! They're bombing us again! Look, there! What's that?
Attention all personnel. There is an intruder in the camp. All personnel, report to your counter-infiltration stations. This is not a drill.
It's nothing personal.
Oh, this is so exciting! Man your stations! It's finally happening! I like marching.
Attention all personnel. personnel, there is an intruder in the camp. All personnel, report to your counter-infiltration station. This is not a drill.
Now's the time to endure, as they say.
Attention all personnel, there is an intruder in the camp. All personnel, report to your counter-infiltration stations. This is not a drill.
Ollie said the key was in General Bing's office. There's something behind this bookcase, isn't there? I feel positive there's something that could open this. It's absolutely not in his desk. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Please remember to boil all water this week.
Oh, you're not a bloody mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
Take an extra joy or two as toilet. May break it down.
Piano music, eh? Maybe I should have a read and play it.
Attention all personnel.
Well, alright, clever clogs. A hatch. If it leads underground like the others, I can use it to get out of here once I'm done.
Look who's come ashore! Let's give him an English welcome! Here we go. Grenade! We're under attack!
Come back for
Attention all personnel. The intruder should be captured alive if possible. It is not necessary to capture him unharmed.
Hit the dirt!
That's a watch out!
Music to my ears! Amazing camouflage! Slippery devils, these Jerrys. Infiltrator! We got a live one, boys!
Crow bastard! 10 o'clock!
They're here! They'll get him! It's started! It's finally started! Well, that one got away. Amazing camouflage.
This won't hurt a bit.
Attention all personnel. Some of the latrines are in the process of being moved from the old holes to brand new holes. If you see a latrine somewhere you're not used to, please make sure it is actually over a hole, for reasons I shouldn't have to explain. Attention all personnel. The intruder should be captured alive if possible. It is not necessary to capture him unharmed.
If I hadn't smoked in high school, I could carry a bit more.
on guard duty. There's a mole in the hole.
Attention all personnel. There is an intruder in the camp. All personnel, report to your counter-infiltration stations. This is not a drill.
Gotta drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's gonna be tediously slow going.
Right, false alarm. Back to it, lads. Stop.
Jerry's in the house. Where'd he go?
Attention all personnel. The intruder should be captured alive if possible. It is not necessary to capture him unharmed.
We beat you, lads. We'll beat you.
Why are we doing this to each other? Arthur, you're not a bloody mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
Recognize the soldier, grab and hold him until his sergeant can vouch for him. If he runs, kill him. Attention all personnel. The intruder should be captured alive if possible. It is not necessary to capture him unharmed.
Drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's going to be tediously slow going. Alright, here goes.
Attention!
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ollie. He knew it was alarmed, didn't he? I bet he bloody knew! How do I get out of here? I'm not going to be able to jump over the fence from this side. I've got to get back to the general secret hatch. That's my way out. Please don't make a fuss. You can't run with all this stuff. You better throw something away before something starts chasing you. Nice to have a way to take people out of commission without killing them. Papier-mâché tanks. Newspaper and fucking glue. Right. Now if I can make it back to Ollie alive, he'll help me get out of town. Assuming that wasn't another lie. That won't be an awkward conversation at all, will it? can probably come in the way I got out, in the back of the station.
Young Artie! Come on up!
That's a fair bit of Christmas there, isn't it?
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
They're all quite mad, you know. Sometimes I think they want the Germans to come back.
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
It's a shame of it, you see. They want another go.
You bloody knew!
How would I have known that? For fuck's sake, Artie, times are hard, but you and I go back a ways.
The tanks were hollow, Ollie.
What's that?
It's tank armor. The tanks, they're made of papier-mâché. We could have fought them if they didn't really have tanks.
No.
We wouldn't have given them Percy and the others.
Risen up.
I wouldn't have had to lie my way off that train. Oh my God. I lied my way off that train. I wasn't too old to go.
You don't forget a thing like that.
Didn't you hear me? I convinced the Germans they had my birthday wrong. If it was only me, I'd just take my happy pills and sleep through the end of the world. But I promised. I promised Percy I'd keep him safe while we were in Germany. You promised to help me get to the bridge.
The one in the parade, on Appleholme? How would you even get to it? You can't even go to Maidenholm. They shut that bridge down last week. No. You're right. You're always right. Ever seen one of these?
What does it do?
Haven't the foggiest. But supposing you took this to the bridge to Maidenholm, and supposing you told the bobbies you were there to fix the bridge works, it might enhance your credibility.
And from Maidenholm, I can get to Appleholme.
And Appleholme has the only bridge out of Wellington Wells. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well then, see you on the other side.
I'd rather doubt that. Adieu, Artie. Good luck.
winners and everyone's a winner, and everyone will be there. So don't miss it, or the villagers will break your leg. And then where will you be when time has been chunked like a frog?
Maybe I should sit down for a bit.
How many holes would it take to fill the Albert Hall?
I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wonder what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke.
If the war's over...
Lovely day for it. Unfortunately, the bridge is not open at this time. It was working just a minute ago, but the door is broken again. You'll have to wait until it's up again.
Do you ever let anybody in?
Oh, yes. There's someone in there now.
And in the past month?
Well, in the past month. Ah! There's a chap in there right now.
You don't really want anyone back from the Garden District, do you?
Well, my wastrel friend. No one goes off their joy can actually take joy. I mean, would you? Everybody feels better if that door stays broken. You, us, everybody.
Well, Constable Wright, I suppose now I can tell Central why the bridge keeps breaking down.
Central?
Ever seen one of these?
Oh, bugger me. You're not some sort of undercover bridge inspector?
This device detects structural irregularities using shortwave radar. But I don't think it will show me the real problem. Will it, Constable Wright?
Look, sir, you can fix that door, but them wastrels still ain't gonna take their joy. It makes them see eyes everywhere.
That's not for you to decide, is it?
No, sir. The maintenance hatch is that way, sir. I'd be grateful if you forgot this conversation ever happened.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, bugger. If I really was from Central, I'd have the card, wouldn't I? There is another way, though, isn't there?
Please take a number and sit down.
There's nobody else here.
Please take a number and sit down. Number 2. Now serving number 2. Welcome to the Rehabilitation Centre.
Actually, I'm just a sort of undercover bridge inspector from Central. See this device? It detects structural...
Then you should have no trouble passing the test, should you? Please head through the door there and begin your rehabilitation.
Deposit your personal belongings into this box, retaining only your clothes. Please continue to the decontamination room. Please discard your clothes. Don't worry, you will be provided with new, proper clothes after decontamination.
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. He never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes. Why just still and wide? God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet.
Congratulations, you have been decontaminated. Please proceed to the next room and obtain fresh, new, proper, clean clothes.
I hope she's not watching and judging.
Don't you look wonderful? Please proceed to the next room. In case there is any residual odor of the Garden District on you, please enjoy this refreshing scent of country flowers.
Is that licorice? Why licorice?
Get ready for the most important moment in your rehabilitation. Please take your favorite flavor of joy: vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry.
Oh, I must insist that you not traverse the beams of the joy detector without taking your joy, sir.
Oh, damn it! They were serious about taking my joy, weren't they? Snug as a bug on a drug.
Head into the theatre and take a seat. Excellent. Sit tight and enjoy the show.
And now it's time for the Uncle Jack Etiquette Minute. You may be wondering, how can I fit in better in Hamlin Village? Well, it's easy. To get along, go along. If someone tells you it's a lovely day, agree with them. Because of course, it's always a lovely day in Hamlin Village, so don't be afraid of talking to people first. They'll appreciate it. Now, I'm assuming, of course, that you're decently dressed. Clothes make the man, eh? Indeed, naked people have almost no influence at all in society. And don't dress in rags either, or people might think you're a wastrel. Now, what should you do if people are staring at you? Maybe they're asking you if you remember to take your joy. Who cares? Just pop another and they'll congratulate you and go on about their day. And if things seem to be getting a bit hectic, remember, you can always sit on a bench, relax and open the Hamlin au Courant. Take a load off. No one will bother you when you're sitting on a bench. Unless you've made them very angry. Well, or I don't know, watch Jack Worthing on television. I hear he's very good. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in tomorrow for another Etiquette Minute with Jack Worthing. That's me.
Isn't Uncle Jack wonderful? Now, please proceed to the 3rd floor, where you will be tested on what you've just relearned.
Just a friendly reminder. Uncle Jack don't mention it, but a word to the wise. Proper decent people don't like people what is running, jumping, crouching.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper decent citizen.
Oh, for heaven's sake, they can't be serious.
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you 1 question each. All you have to do is show us that you understand how to behave yourself in Wellington Wells. Mr. Cashier, what question do you have for our prodigal son or daughter?
Lionel Cashier. Glad he's still around.
If you want to fit in, you should. A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like how you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes! The eyes!
Yes, that's right. It never hurts to say hello to people. Player 2, I'm afraid the eyes was not the right answer. Mrs. Browning, what would you like to know?
If you realise you're wearing rags, should you A. Pop a joy, B. Put on proper clothes for God's sake, and why not pop a joy, C. Why does everything have eyes?
That's right, Player 1. Just popping a joy is not always enough. We do have standards, you know. Player 2, I'm afraid everything does not actually have eyes. Jack Constable. Constable, your question?
Right. Well, here's my interrogative. If I see you running, jumping about, or crouching in the shadows, what will I likely do? A. Tell you to stop your rotten shenanigans before I smash you in the face. B. Run and jump and play myself. C. Oh God, the eyes.
Player 1, that's exactly right. If you need to get somewhere, don't lurk about like a rotten downer, or run like you're fleeing the scene, or jump about. No need to be in a hurry in Hamlin Village. Player 2, do try to pay attention. We want you to succeed. Mrs. Sackville, your question, please.
If you want to make friends with me, should you A. Give me flowers, B. Talk about old times, C. Stop staring at me, why is everything staring?
Excellent! Yes, do give the ladies a lovely bouquet. They do so love flowers. Oh dear, it looks like the eyes have you both, as they say. How disappointing. Remember, doctors are here to help you. If you've forgotten your joy, doctors will smell it right away, and they'll give you a quick injection to make your day a lovely one. Dr. Byron, what is your question?
What happens when you take too much joy? A. You can't find your own house. B. Who cares? C. Please God, make them stop staring.
That's right, Player 1. It hardly matters too. Today is just not your day, is it? But you can always come back for a 7th try. And that concludes this episode of Oh Behave. I hope you made it to the village. If you didn't, remember, we're always happy to give you another shot if you're willing to behave like a decent citizen. Of course we are. Here in Hamlin Village, we're always happy.
Well, that's a relief.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
What the hell? I passed the test. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm not going to do this again. How do I get out of here?
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you 1 question each. All you have to do is show us that you understand how to behave yourself in Wellington Wells. Mr. Cashier, what question do you have for our prodigal son or daughter?
If you want to fit in, you should. A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like how you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes! The eyes!
Oh dear, no. Player 1, that's not the answer we're looking for. Player 2, I'm afraid.
May I express my delight that you passed the examination, sir? We've not had as many as we'd hoped, sir. Not as many at all. And yet, they say the unexamined life is not worth living. Well, sir, welcome back. Oh, and in case your rustication has been of long duration, please bear in mind there is now a nocturnal curfew. Best be indoors after nightfall, sir.
Isn't this wonderful? Oh, I can't remember the
Lovely
last
day
time
for it.
someone came
No.
through.
No.
Welcome back to civilization.
So from here, I've got to get to St. George's home and then into the parade. Except that I need a letter of transit to get into the parade, like the one I left on my desk in the parade. How do I get a new one? Wait, the old government printing office was on Maidenholm. Maybe I can break in and steal some blanks. A joy detector. Well, I'd better take my joy. Odd. Why are there peepers patrolling the park? I should snoop around a bit.
Well, hello there.
Every day. Are we where we're supposed to be every day? Are we where we're supposed to be? Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing?
For if we're all doing our duty, will we preserve and thrive into the future? You never could be too careful. Take it from me, Jack Worthing. Be where you belong. Do what you should be doing.
Friends, wellies, countrymen, lend me your ears. Don't you see that our world has gone mad? We're all in the same let's pretend game. We call a rat a cat, and we pretend our shopkeepers are coming back from holiday. And we don't talk about the most important event in our lives, and that is the gates on the bridges. Do you remember when they went back up? I don't. None of us do. But there haven't always been gates, have there? We took down the German gates at the Victory. I know, because I walked from Eel Pie to Appleholme then. And weren't my feet sore, eh?
Get out of our park! This is no place for free speech!
When did we put them back up? I can't remember. But I'll tell you why we did. It's because the rich are robbing us. That's right. We're thin because the parade is fat.
Shut up, you sick downer bastard! Black dog, wet blanket!
They're eating our bread! They're eating our butter! And they've locked us out so we won't see! That's why you need a letter of transit!
You're trying to bring us down, you rotten gowner! Wet blanket!
Well, it's time to tear down those gates! Tear down these fences!
We'll have none of that anarcho-syndicalist trash, thank you.
He's actually telling the truth.
See? You're only oppressing yourselves!
That's what you get for telling the truth around here, poor sod.
You listened. You're obviously a man of great wisdom and perspicacity. They never listen, you know. If they'd just listen, I know they'd come around. Would you mind terribly posting a few of these? I'm sort of a bit soggy at the moment. Yeah, we shouldn't be seen together. Come back this evening. I'll give my speech. You make them stay and listen. Together, we can change the world. Part of it anyway.
Lovely day for it. Should clear up soon, I imagine.
island and you've had a cake routine. Do you want to try?
Lovely weather.
I got a new compliment machine. It's so... You might want to see a doctor about that. Where did you go? Come out and take your medicine. Where did you go? Right, enough of that then. You all right? Time for tea? Scarlet, didn't you? Aren't you the clever one?
What's got into you? Couldn't be better, thank. Looks like the old printing office is pretty well buttoned up. I wonder if there's a way in the back.
You know what? Never mind. Next week? Arthur? Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
Don't you lovely day for it me, you idiot. It's me! Sally! Oh, I knew it was you. I mean, the glasses, the hair, the really adorable jacket. Don't ask me how, you're not that awkward little boy anymore, are you? But the way you walk, it's like the mask isn't even there. I just knew. There's Arthur.
Sally? You look fantastic.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm out of my mind with boredom.
Green and white checked. Your dress, the last time I saw you. Running out the door.
That horrible gingham dress. Oh, God, that takes you back. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, ye of little fucking faith. I'm not going to turn you in. Whatever possessed you to go off your joy?
Percy.
Oh,
I saw a picture of him. I promised I'd look after him in Germany. I have to go and find him.
how are you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city.
Good Christ. Just tell the policeman that. I'm sure they'll wave you right on through.
Yeah, haven't figured that bit out yet.
I'm very close with General Bing.
Of course you are.
No.
You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
I mean, I could go see him and ask him to give you a letter of transit.
Don't put the General out on my account. I'm sure you've only so many favours you can ask of him.
My God. You still hate me, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14 years.
We were 16!
How could you?
Because I liked him? Because he had that adorable beard? I don't know, there isn't a reason for everything. You're the last bloody person who should be off his joy.
I can't believe you are.
Believe me. Take enough stuff. Look. Some downer broke into my lab last week, literally tore the bars off the windows, and the ridiculous thing is I forgot to lock the front door. Point is, it's a horrible, terrible world out there. I just don't see you smashing your way into the city without a great deal of help.
Oh no, not me.
I'm living on the King's Road right now.
Of course you are.
I couldn't exactly have stayed there, could I? Like nothing happened.
Look, I'm sorry. This isn't what I meant to... Maybe we could help each other. Maybe I could come by when I'm feeling... better? Brilliant. You arse. How about going to the King's Road, knocking on her door and apologising grievously? And asking nicely for a letter of transit. She knows General Bing.
Damn it, lads, she's Scarper. Oh, but what have we here? A friend of Miss Boyle's, innit? Funny, you don't seem all high and mighty. Perhaps we can express our feelings about Miss Boyle to her friend.
Why aren't you happy? I know he did. To be happy. Cheer up, you bastard!
Just lie down.
I don't have time for this nonsense. We only want to help you feel better.
Now, what's all the scuffle? You've been having an altercation in the alley?
Nothing you need to worry about, Constable. I'll, just be on my way.
And where is it you're on your way to? Precisely.
Just off to see an old friend on St. George.
Oh, well, no need to be in such a hurry. The bridge to St. George is, under renovations.
Oh. For how long?
I hesitate to prognosticate, sir. Dr. Faraday's the only one who knows how to fix the ridiculous contraptions on them bridges. Word has been sent, but we've not had the courtesy of a reply.
Why don't you, I don't know, go to Dr. Faraday's house?
Because Dr. F has removed to a secret location, the, location which headquarters keeps, secret.
All right. I'll ask your headquarters then.
You some kind of troublemaker. Stay out of city business.
I suppose if I want to go and make up with Sally, I need to get Dr. Faraday to come fix his bridge. So I need to visit police headquarters and find out where he's gone. Not risky at all. It's always a little extra complicated with Sally, isn't it?
You must take your joy immediately.
Hello. I'm attempting to locate Dr. Faraday. Can you tell me where I can find him?
I'm afraid that information is not for public consumption, sir.
I can tell him where to find Bobby Hickenbotham, though.
Oh, for heaven's sake. He's not at the Reform Club again, is he? He was supposed to go to Lud's Own.
Well, apparently he feels so guilty that Dr. F has been deprived of the liberties which are the birthright of every English citizen. He's gonna get his arse spanked.
Constable Bevan, I'm not the public. I'm from the Department of Archives, Printing and Recycling. We're conducting an investigation into Dr. Faraday's handling of municipal records relating to the maintenance of the interinsular bridges. 2 requests have already been sent by Miss Bing to your superior requesting this information. If I have to go back to the parade, Miss Bing's next letter regarding this apparently deliberate festinance will include the name of the last person I talked to. Will that be you, Constable, or the chap who keeps the constabulary's address book?
In that case, sir, why don't you take the elevator on up to Records? They'll sort you out.
Thank you. I shall.
What the hell is festinance?
They deprived Dr. Faraday of his liberties, but he made all the bridges.
Percival Hastings, is it not?
No, it's Arthur. Percival went away.
Odd. There are some things you think you will never forget. But then, I suppose you do.
I'm Arthur. Arthur Hastings.
Memories play tricks on you, do they not?
You must get back on board!
How old are you, Mr. Hastings?
I'm 13. They typed my birthday wrong on the card.
So, why are you here?
No, I'm just here to take my brother to the train.
Don't mind me. Just having a bit of a sit down.
Hello? Constable Bevan said you're the chap who has Dr. Faraday's current address.
That's right. I've got records of everyone's address back there. All alphabetical. I'm quite proud of it.
So, where has Dr. Faraday relocated to?
Oh, I can't tell you that. You're not a constable. I guess it would take 2 of you to make one constable, if you had platform shoes. Right. Anyone else you'd like me to not tell you the address of?
You're very helpful.
That's what everyone says. You know, I used to patrol the street. It was lovely. Shopkeepers give you sandwiches, ladies flirt, the warm sun on your coat. One misstep, and they put you in the records room. It's hardly fair. He was breathing when I left him. Where do you think you're going then?
You can't hide from me.
If they're alphabetical, maybe I can find Dr. F's address myself. F for Faraday.
only making it harder on yourself.
But why do the Germans want children?
I don't know.
Where are they taking them?
I don't know. They won't say.
When are they coming back?
No one knows. They won't say.
Why won't they say?
Well, just shut it, Percy. Just shut it. Sorry. Till the war's over. I guess. They're losing, I think.
But the radio... But the radio keeps talking about victories.
Yes, but the victories keep getting closer to Berlin.
I can't hear you.
They keep winning, but they're then going backwards.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does if they're lying.
People shouldn't lie. It confuses everything.
Yes, it really does.
He certainly does have this place organised. Dr. Faraday's in Lud's home. That's crazy. Why? And how do I get to Lud's home? Are they renovating it? What's all that about Bobby Hickenbotham? He's supposed to check up on Dr. Faraday, but he's at the Reform Club instead, getting his arse spanked. He must have some sort of ID that lets him cross to Lud's home. Maybe I could borrow it.
take your joy immediately.
What's past is past. And we've all done things that weren't perfect. If we spent all
You
our time...
take your joy immediately.
What's going on there? The bobbies won't like it if I get too close to that. Unless I look like a council worker, I suppose.
Everything all right?
Lovely day for it.
You flirt.
Looking good. Oh, lovely. Another broken motor link pipe. I hope no one's breathing that.
There you are.
You must take your joy immediately.
All I remember during the war was retreating and then the surrender. And then we all took up our uniforms. Going to spend the holiday and the reader with the most amazing plans to win a prize.
All right.
Did you hear about Constable Rossetti's wife?
There you are.
I can't wait to see how they fixed up Ludd's home.
The Reform Club. This is where that chap is supposed to be getting spanked, isn't it? The one with the credentials for crossing the bridge to Ludd's home. I wonder if I can borrow his paperwork while he's busy being punished. That's an awful lot of bobbies.
You will take your joy immediately.
What do you think of the sermon? Oh, I never really listen. Just there for the cupcakes. I get all my things.
I've got stuff you don't even know you want. Come on over here and unpack your drink. Wise man, wise man. A word to the efficient is sufficient. Know what I mean?
Look at the time. Yes, it's time to head home and go to bed.
Poor guys. I suppose there are more lingering ways to go. Still a bit sloshy. Good place for giant octopi.
Well. The show where we talk about how to be your physical best. Now, we all know how to be our mental best, don't we? Feeling a bit listless and down.
Now, if I can find the switch again, I'm in business.
This is the show where we talk about being your physical best. But you still don't want to drop dead, even if you're smiling all the way, do you?
Now I can come back here from any other hatch without anyone trying to kill me.
It is a drafty, wet country. We all get colds from time to time. When you think about it, jams love. If you're coughing from time to time,